ちは。こんにちは。こんばんは。よいしょ。元気よいしょ。ちょっと待ってね。Took some time to set up. It's a lot to do. ちょっと待ってね。みんな元気かな？Doing okay? Let's see, I have a lot of files today, so bear with me. I have to kind of navigate myself a bit. So, have my notes. Get over here. Let me move. Okay, that's good. Okay, so put my notes there. That's good. Can you see? Okay, let me organize a little bit more. And I have my... Okay, let's see. Let's see if he... And now, you see? My version of Totoro took how many hours to do this? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Like 5-6 hours to put it together. So that's why it's not actually easy to, schedule this kind of streams because it takes so much preparation time. And, recently I just, came back, from Japan and super hectic. Didn't get the time to do this, earlier, but I thought, why not? I should do it. So, spent pretty much all night, most of the night trying to, simplify the text. Of course, had to do everything from scratch. It looks easy, but it's not. It starts from nothing, from just blank page, nothing. And I do, voice to text to enter text, but of course it gets really messed up too. You will have wrong kanji everywhere. So I need to fix it. So I need to adjust everything and put furigana on top of it. And it looks nice and clean here, but if you see the original, it looks really messy. So I fix the text, and that takes time, 2 or 3 hours to do this much of text. And after that, what I do is I actually watch the actual movie again and take screenshots that's relevant to, what's written here. And of course, I had to trim, had to fix it to fit, into the right, space. And that takes time too. But I really actually enjoy doing that because I get to rewatch it and enjoy it, and then just compare to the a text, a story version of Totoro to the actual movie. It's a bit different. So I actually like doing that, but it takes time to do it. And then doing speech bubbles, like these, takes some time to do it too. Yeah. And of course, after doing everything, I have to prepare my vocab notes, over here, so that I can actually save more time, during a stream. I don't have to type. Well, I have, some of you may know, but I have, I still have pen in my hands, and it takes time to type. So it's just it helps me to just prepare notes, beforehand, in case you're wondering. That's the reason why I have everything typed out. I do a lot of voice to text as well, so it saves a lot of time and effort. So that's what you have right here. And it's been a while since I did the last Totoro stream. Let me just check my chat one sec. Just go back to okay this page and let me just check and say hello to chat. ちょっと待ってね. Let me just check who's here. Zaito, you're here? Always here. Good to see you. And Ludi says, Zaito's always on time, right? そうね. And Pippin's here. いつも間に合いました。Zaito's terminally online. Well, it's always good to have you. And then, of course, everyone is welcome, to watch. Let me see. Ludi, you want to send me a fan art? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not super active on Instagram or Twitter /X. I know I need to be a little bit more active, but there's actually a reason why I don't use Instagram and Twitter. It's actually kind of complicated. I'm not gonna say why, but I guess why not? I should be more active on Insta or X, Twitter. Of course, I guess you can tag me either on Instagram or Twitter to show your fan art if you have. That would be great. I'll be very happy to see that. Thank you for asking. And so you're here. Good to see you. Pippin, 元気ね。先生はね、先生は元気だけど、そうだね、あまり寝る時間がなかった。So I'm actually okay-ish, but I didn't really get to sleep because I was up all night. Not all night. I slept some, for a few hours. But doing this and always kind of I want to make sure I've got everything, ready, for the stream. So didn't really sleep much, but I'm okay. I can still manage. I love, being here to help you guys. So and let's see who else is here. Jerwin, may I know where to find this book? Good question. It's I made this from scratch, so this book is actually not available anywhere. Yeah, it's a very good question. This book doesn't really actually exist. The original book is actually different from how it looks, because I've adjusted everything. I'm using the original book I'm using is written for children, and of course, for grown-ups too. And but of course, the language it's not very easy, to understand, especially if you're learning this language. So I basically simplify the text from that book. It's available from Tokuma Shobo, but I think it's still hard to read the original text. So what I did was, basically I simplified the text from that book and used simple grammar only, adjusted expressions and vocabulary, because sometimes it was just too maybe too weird or too unique, and maybe you might have trouble understanding. So I had to basically make this file from scratch. So it's not available anywhere. It's only available here, on my stream. So if you go back to my stream archives, you'll be able to see what I did. Everything is all done by myself. I rearranged everything. taking screenshots, adding text. So this file is actually not available, but you're welcome to check out my streams and see what I've got here on the screen. And if you want to take screenshots, that's fine too. But eventually, once I'm done with the entire story, I will hopefully make everything into one PDF file, so that it will be just all put together, consistent. I don't want to put anything out that's kind of half finished. So that's why I don't make this available. I don't want to make it available yet. But again, you're welcome to check out my past streams, and of course my current stream. And if you want to take screenshots, that's fine too. But sometimes I make adjustments as I go as well. So it might be different from the final version. But eventually, once I go through this, till the end, hopefully I will put everything together, for you guys to, download as a PDF file. But please, understand that I do this from scratch, and, it's not available anywhere. I didn't, take this from anywhere else. I just got inspired from the original book, and I readjusted everything and with added, movie screenshots. Okay. So that is why. That's what you're seeing right now in front of you. Good question. In case you needed an explanation. Let's see. Who else is here? Henry, you're here. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. So a few voice has changed a little bit. Well, more of an American accent. Well, since I'm here in California. And of course, if you want me to switch to British, I could. But I feel maybe comfortable, a little bit more comfortable to speak, with this accent right now. But if you want me to switch to British, I could. But if I talk to a British person, my accent actually completely changes to British. So it's actually hilarious to, hear that. So anyway, let me see who else is here. Alexander, you're here. Hello. Patrick, you're here. And Hichi, you're here too. Hichi is enjoying Totoro streams, and very good. And Elena, you're here. Good. Let me see. Oh, social media can be, yeah, right. Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I'm staying away from social media as well. I just want to have my own time. I don't want to be too busy, posting links and things like that, because you guys, if you want to check me out, you will come to me. So I believe in that. I think that way. So that's why I don't want to, promote myself too much. If learners want to see me, check my channel out, they will come to me eventually. And so that's why I don't really promote myself too much. I just wait. Sit and do what I can here, but I don't really make a lot of posts on outside social media. External social media outside YouTube. Anyway, Gus says British accent is gone. Hi, sensei. It's hard to have both accents. I might be able to put it back at some point for fun. Rusty's here. Konnichiwa. Hi, konnichiwa. Zaito. Valley girl. I can't talk like them. Yeah, okay, so this is what you get. So let's see, let me start my stream officially. Okay, let me adjust my screen a little bit so I can see better, or better, or better, or better. Which one do you prefer? Better is easier to say, but better is British, more like a received pronunciation. So I can see better this British, and if I say it in more like a London, in the London accent, I can see it better. I can do different accents. Of course, I can do different accents in Japanese too, but right now I'm speaking in, Tokyo-ben, in the standard Japanese accent. But anyway. So this is what you see right here, and I might not be able to respond to chat, for a while, when I'm explaining and when I'm going through, the text. Okay. So it doesn't mean I'm ignoring. Okay, it's just like sometimes I want to focus. So let me see. Okay. All right. I'm just adjusting my screen a little bit. That's what I'm doing right now. So I can monitor myself better. Can you see this? I know it's been a while, but last time, where were we? Okay, we were here. There we go. So they were flying with Totoro. They started flying. Yeah, before that they were in the garden. Doing a kind of quirky, dance or moves to make, the plants grow. しゃがんで伸びて、しゃがんで伸びて、どんどこ、どんどこ、大きくなれ。Okay? So then the trees, started to grow magically. 木は空に向けてどんどん育ちます。やがて木と木が一緒になって一本の大きな木になりました。It became, one big tree. Okay. すると大トトロが駒を取り出してピワッと投げました。大きな駒が勢いよく回ります。Okay. So he took out the 駒 like this. He spin it. What is he gonna do with that? 大トトロはひょいとその上に乗ってニカッと笑いました。おいでと言ってるみたいです。Okay, so he jumped on it. He's riding, on the little comma. And he's like, hey, come over here. Join me. And this is where we left off last time. So みんなは次々に大トトロに飛びつきました。ウィーンウィーン駒はうなりながら風に乗って空へ舞い上がります。So this is where we stopped last time. I wish I could fly, like this with Totoro. And of course, with the girls and Chu Totoro and Sho Totoro, that would be cool. So magical. Okay, so then this is where we begin. Okay, today. Okay, so let's see. Let me adjust it here. Okay, so I will read through the text once. Okay, from the top to here. And I will then I'll slow down and go one by one, explain what's happening in the text. Okay, so let's go. I know it's not easy to read this, but I'm just trying to describe the sound of what Totoro was making. Do, dorororo, go. 大トトロが吠えます。なんて素敵な夜。さつきとメイも思いっきり吠えました。メイ、 ごめん。Sorry. Didn't do it right. メイ、私たち、風になってる。風の音は、トトロの声だったのです。それから、塚森のオークスのてっぺんで、オカリナを吹きました。ほう、ほう、ほう、ほう、ほう、ほう、ほう。静かな夜にオカリナの音が響きます。家にいるお父さんは、今夜はフクロウがよく泣いているなと思っているでしょう。Okay, so that's that. So let's go. Let's go through one by one. Okay. So this is just the sound, of Totoro. Just like he was making a very loud sound. I guess he was really excited. as he flew. He got excited and he roared. Okay. 大トトロが吠えます。大トトロ the big トトロが、吠えます。吠える we had 吠える before. 吠える if it's like a dog then it's to bark, but 吠える in this case, well he's bigger so to roar. 大トトロが吠えます。He roared. なんて素敵な夜。素敵。なんて素敵な夜。素敵。素敵 is an adjective. That's why な comes out like this. And especially, of course, 夜 is a noun, isn't it? Night. So 素敵な夜 we don't say 素敵夜素敵な夜 okay? So you have an adjective here and you have a noun right after it, then don't forget to put な like this. It comes with it. 素敵な夜 okay? As in like 元気 like 元気な猫、ね、元気な先生元気な友達、ね、綺麗なじゃあ綺麗な猫綺麗な家 so don't forget to put the な in between. Okay? そうなんて素敵な夜 okay? What a beautiful night. Okay? なんて just adds more emphasis to the entire thing. Especially it goes really well with 素敵なんて素敵なんて素敵な夜 What a wonderful night. Cute. Let's see. さつきとめいも思いっきり吠えました。Okay? さつき、さつきちゃん。さつきとめい。Okay? Noun と noun. So さつき and めい。Okay? さつきとめいも also 思いっきり吠えました。Okay? So 思いっきり right here. You can also say 思いっきり like without the little two. But 思いっきり kind of fits better. Fits better. It's more suitable. 思いっきりis fine too. 思いっきりね。to their heart's content. So do as much as you can do. So 思いっきりwhat did they do? 思いっきり吠えました。ね、吠える again. Wow! They also copied. They wanted to copy what Totoro was doing. So they went, whatever they were screaming. So they're trying to be like Totoro. 思いっきり吠えました。They also, they don't really roar or bark, but they trying to copy Totoro. Okay? Or you could just, almost like interpret this as like they also like, screamed. Even though 吠える is not to scream. 叫ぶ is to scream. We had 叫ぶ before, but it's funny that Miyazaki-san is actually saying 吠える to match Totoro. Because they really trying to be like Totoro. And Satsuki-chan, Satsuki says, Mei! 私たち風になってる. Okay, so Mei, so, talking to Mei. 私たち we, of course 私たちは、風、the wind、風になってる、okay? 風に so noun になる to be, to become、風になってる、okay? present continuous なるなって定 form plus いるなってる but なっているoftentimes we don't say い so 私たち風になってる、okay? present continuous action happening now、or just a state condition as well in this case. It's weird to say we're becoming the wind but it's weird to say that, like, basically, of course, it's a metaphor, So Satsuki thinks like, they became the wind as well, and together with Totoro. Okay, 私たち風になってる。風の音はトトロの声だったのです。Okay? 風の音はトトロの声だったのです。Okay? So 風 wind の音 the sound of the wind は、was it トトロの声、okay? トトロの声 the voice、so トトロ 's voice、だった声だった、so it was トトロ 's voice、the sound of the wind was actually Totoro's voice. It was him like, wow, wow. That was the sound of the wind. Interesting. だったのです。のです。The same as んだ。声だったんだ。だったのです。Just a polite version. んだ for explaining something. Or informing something. So it's nuance wise. So it was actually, the sound of the wind was actually Totoro's voice. Let's see. And next. Let's see. それから塚森のオークスのてっぺんでオカリナを吹きました。I should write teppens. Do we use teppen often? Let's see. I'll just write it. ちょっと待ってね。ね、teppen's like on top of something. ちょっと待ってね。The top. But like you can't use teppen for like desk or anything, but it's more like for mountains and the tree, things like that. Something that's high, okay? High up. Teppen. So teppen. So それから then. そして is also fine too. We have so many conjunctions, connection words to connect, different sections and sentences. In this case, それから and then or then, but そして is also fine too. 塚森の塚森 is the forest that's near, the girl's house. つかもりの大くす。ね。大くす。We had くすの木 before, remember? Let's see. 大くす。Wow. I've done so much. If you, yeah, 大くす。Before, of course, it says 大きなクスノキ but 大くす。Okay, 大くす。大きなクスノキ。Okay, クスノキ, the camphor tree, but 大きい, so big. The big クスノキ。Okay? 大きなクスノキ。Now it's shortened to 大くす。What was it? Yeah. そう、つかもりのオークスのてっぺん。てっぺん。Okay? On top of the big, big クスノキ, so the big camphor tree, で、in that location で because of the verb 吹く。Okay? 吹く to play in this case. See? So 吹く。吹く to blow, like blow your breath, to breathe out. 息を吹く。息を吐く is also fine too, but 吹く is to blow like a whistle as well, or to play like an instrument, the flute. In this case, what are they playing? Here, they are playing ocarina. Ocarina? Ocarina, an instrument. So, てっぺんでオカリナを吹きました。Because they're blowing, their breath into the instrument, so 吹く。オカリナを吹きました。吹く。Uber 吹き。吹き so 吹きます。吹きました。So they blew. Of course, they played, ocarina, on top of the oaks, okay, on top of the big camphor tree, right? てっぺんで in the location で because of 吹く、okay, 吹く to play, play the flute, to blow something, is not one of the special verbs. That's why it takes the. But if it's one of the special verbs like, aru, iru, sumu, and so on and so forth, of course it's going to take ni, but in this case, no. That's that. Let's see. So that's the sound that they were making with the instrument. Ho, ho, it sounds like an owl. Owls, at night. Do you hear owls at nighttime? Actually, I do. Here, they're pretty vocal here. I'm in a pretty quiet neighborhood, and with wild animals. So, I hear them going hoo 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 hoo. But in this case, it says hoo, so hoo hoo, hoo hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And of course, they're playing this, but to normal people, sounds like owls just making sounds, calling each other, maybe singing. So let's see. 静かな, again another an adjective. 静か but 静かな夜 because of 夜 is a noun here, so 静かな夜に、time word に、オカリナの音 the sound of オカリナ so オカリナの、オカリナの音が響きます from 響く I didn't write that, I was in a hurry. ちょっと待ってね、よいしょ。Something が響く you can guess what this is. So 響く、ごめん、see my finger muscle coordination is really messed up because of the injury I had in the past. The kanji is really hard for this, so I'm not gonna write it. to echo. ごめん。ちょっと待ってね。And something echoes, so let's see. 静かな夜に、オカリナの音が、オカリナの the sound of, the instrument が響きますね。something が響く。オカリナの音、is the subject of this intransitive verb. Subject が plus intransitive. Okay, often it is oftentimes we do use ga after the subject of an intransitive verb. Okay, intransitive verbs. What are they? Intransitive verbs cannot take an object. Okay, hibiku. You can't have an object after that. But a word like, let's see, akeru to open something. So, ドアを開ける. So, this one can take an object. So, if a verb can take an object, that's transitive. Okay. Sometimes you get intransitive, sometimes you get transitive, sometimes mixed. Okay. Or depending on the meaning, it's different too. So it's little bit complicated, but in this case, hibiku cannot take an object anyway. So, and then I call intransitive verbs as ghost, ghost verbs. So if you see ドアが開く, the door が開く, ga, subject が and intransitive ドアが開く, the door opens by itself, so that's why I say ghost verb. And when you have a ghost verb, が ghost, that's how you remember. Okay. 静かな夜に, time word に, so in the quiet night, or at the night that's quiet. Or you could also see this ni as more like a directional ni as well, if you want to see it in a more poetic, in a poetic way. You can see this as like more like directional, not really destination, but more like directional. So into the quiet night, So think about like the night being more like spatial, thing, more space-wise instead of the time. You could see that as well. So you could enjoy twice if you want to. 静かな夜に、オカリナの音が響きます。Okay, the sound of ocarina echoes. So then お父さん's here. Of course, he's stuck in the house while Satsuki and Mei having, they're having the time of their life. So 家にいるお父さんは今夜はフクロウがよく泣いてるなと思っているでしょう。So お父さん、here the dad、家にいる。注目。Let's pay attention here. So this one not today because of this. いる to be is one of the special verbs. Okay, so this ni is in at the location but not there. We use ni because of the verb いる to be, to exist is one of the special verbs that we use. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I explain all this, in one of my old streams. Maybe like, when was it? Like 10 months ago, maybe more than that. I don't remember when, but it was in one of my earlier streams. Talking about ni versus de. You can look it up. I explain why, but in this case, so 家にいる. So be 家にいる to be 家 in at the location に so to be at home. So お父さん who is at home Okay, so this is what I call verb noun combo. Okay, it's my own term, お父さん, and the noun is expanded like this. So this part is explaining more about the noun. Okay, so お父さん who is in the house. Okay. And subject what? Doer of the action. Kind of imaginary quote here. 今夜は、ね、tonight フクロウが、フクロウ owls がよく鳴いてるな、ね、フクロウがよく鳴いているなと思っているでしょう。Okay? So フクロウ owls がよく鳴く、鳴く。This 鳴く is to make animal sounds. Or you can hear actually crows crying or 鳴く or they're talking to each other. 鳴く So 鳴く鳴いている present continuous action happening now. So 鳴いている So who is doing that? フクロウ okay? Owls がよく鳴いてるなフクロウがよく鳴いてるな Why is it got this one? We don't use what here because he's just being descriptive. Sorry, I can't say it. He's just describing, oh, wow, this is that, and not really like a specific subject that we've talked about. Yeah, he's just describing, oh, today, owls are pretty vocal, they're on fire. they're talking loud, they're singing, よく鳴いてるなよく Of course よくhas like a few different meanings よく if you say よく let me see ね、よくたこ焼きを食べる so I often eat たこ焼き、but, じゃあ例えばよくof course よく is from E, but it's a little bit different. In this case, it doesn't mean like well here. So it's weird to say, oh, they're like crying, they're talking, often. That's weird here. So it's more like, being, he's talking about them being more like vocal, like more vocal tonight. They're louder tonight. Okay. So sometimes it doesn't really translate well. So you have to, understand what he was on about without really translating word for word. Okay? よく泣いてる they're getting pretty vocal tonight. And after quote, と、思っている。ね、思う to think, 思っている. Especially if the subject is, is a third person singular or third person. 思っている is used instead of 思う。So 思っている、でしょう guessing. Okay? So we guess. I guess that he might be thinking that, oh, owls are, pretty vocal tonight. Because they're, the girls are playing and the Totoros are playing, ocarina, and then going, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, they're going crazy with the instrument. So, oh, wow, tonight, they're loud tonight. What's going on? They're having a party tonight. Maybe he might have thought that, oh, the owls, owls are having a party tonight. Let's go here. All right. So. Again, it's not very long, but I'll go from here to here all at once and break them down. Okay. Let's go. 次の朝、二人は飛び起きて庭を見ました。あれ？木がない。 夢だったのかな。ところが、よく見ると、朝の光に小さな目がキラキラ輝いています。うわー、やったー。夢だったけど、夢じゃなかったんだ。二人は大喜びで飛び回りました。これ、Let me just have a sip of tea. One sec. よし。Yep. Feel refreshed now. And so, let's go. 次の朝。Okay? 次 next の朝. So the next morning. Of course, the morning, the morning after, this experience, isn't it? So 次の朝。二人は、次の朝。二人は、of course, 二人、the two、二人は飛び起きて庭を見ました。飛び起きる。飛び起きる is the combination of 飛ぶ is to fly or to jump, and 起きる to get up, to get up. So 飛び起きる to jump out of bed. Okay? 飛び起きる。So they jumped out of bed and in the morning because they wanted to check, what's going on in the garden, because previously, they were just like dancing and, the plants were growing and then, they grew into one tree and had a magical experience. And I wanted to check it out. Like, was it a dream? What's going on there? Like, is it still there? Let's see. Oh, it's not here. Okay, we go. 二人は飛び起きて庭を見ました。They saw the 庭、the backyard or garden. あれ？木がない。夢だったのかな？あれ？ Wait, hang on a sec. Something is off. 木がない。That's not tree. What is that tree? 木がない。Because they had a massive, クスノキ and then they were playing. Ocarina on top of it, What happened here? 木がない。The tree is not here anymore. It's gone. 木がない。ある negative ない。ある to be to exist. We don't use いる for 木。For plants and trees, we actually use ある。Instead of いる、木がない。It's the negative of ある to be. 木がない。So there's no tree. Oh, there are no trees. We saw trees. And they became into one tree. Where are they? 夢。dream. 夢だった。夢、noun だった。So it was a dream のかな I wonder if it was a dream. Was it a dream? Was it a dream? Let's see. ところが、よく見ると、朝の光に小さな目がキラキラ輝いています。ところが、however, よく見ると、よく見る to see, but よく見る in this case more like to see carefully, to see well, but to see carefully. よく見ると、what's the subject of 見る here? The girls. Of course, さつきとめい。 ね、ところがよく見ると、So when they see, the garden, of course the ground carefully, 朝の光に、朝 morning の光 the light、morning light に、小さな目 careful, this is not an adjective. I talked about this in the first stream, so if you want to check it out, why this is not an adjective, you can check it out. 小さな目 Yeah, of course you can say 小さい目 is fine too. 小さな目 these ones, sprouts. Okay. 小さな目がキラキラonomatopoeia to describe something that's shiny. キラキラ輝いています。Okay, 輝く We had 輝くin my bocce stream, so I'm sure you know this, but it was in episode, the first episode, 輝く to shine. Okay? キラキラ輝いています。輝く手フォーム輝いてている present continuous state condition. Or you could see this as like it's not really shining is not really an action. Something shines. Well, you could see this 輝いています present continuous. I'll see this as like a more state condition to describe how they look in this case. But if you want to see this as action happening, that's also kind of cute too. They're kind of shining on their own in the morning light. Okay, imagine that these are like, of course, maybe it wasn't as shiny, but of course to them, they looked like, oh look, they're shining. There's little sprouts. Look, they're beautifully shining. わあ、やった！わあ just expressing, excitement, surprise. わあ、やった！ Like, yay! やった！ Like, yay! We have them! Wow! We're so excited! 夢だったけど夢だったけど夢じゃなかったんだ。Okay. 夢 dream だった。We had 夢だった here. 夢だったけど so it was a dream けど but 夢じゃなかった。夢 dream じゃない What dream じゃない It's not a dream. Dream じゃなかった。It wasn't. So 夢じゃなかった。So it wasn't a dream. Yeah. 夢だった。It was a dream, but it wasn't a dream. In this case, it's just like more emphasis. So they just like, trying to like convince each other. 夢だったけど、夢じゃなかったんだ。Well, it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream because, see, these are sprouting. Even though they don't really have that massive, comfort tree, kusunoki, but it's true that they have these little, sprouts coming out from the ground. So, 夢じゃなかったんだ。Okay? 二人は the two, the girls, 大喜び We had this word before, but let's break it down. 大喜びで Okay, 喜ぶ喜ぶto be pleased, to be happy 喜ぶ Okay? And then it's just a noun version of it. Okay? Because 喜ぶ If you are trying to make in the masu, in a masu form, 喜びます isn't it? 喜びます. If you get rid of masu, then you get the masu stem. Masu stem often is the noun version. Okay, so 喜び happiness. But oh, so big, big 喜び big happiness 大喜びで of course, just 大喜びで this part is acting more like an adverb, so describing the state of being really, really excited and happy. Okay? 大喜びで飛び回りました describing this. Image 飛び回る okay? 飛び回る回る、飛び it's from 飛ぶ飛ぶ飛ぶ to fly to jump、飛び回る回る go around to circle so 飛び回り imagine that トントントントン飛び回るto jump around yay okay. Of course they got so excited it wasn't a dream it was a dream in a way but it wasn't a dream 大喜びでSo with with enormous amount of pleasure and happiness 飛び回りました they jumped around they got so excited I love these girls like being very honest with their emotions and feelings they just show like right away even though Japanese people tend to hide their true, feelings and emotions, and then we don't really, show our honesty to, especially like to strangers. We're trying to like be like polite and nice, trying to like try not to offend anybody. So like even though you're like maybe stressed out or irritated or something, we don't say it. But I love that the girls are so like straightforward and honest. That might be something that we I mean Japanese people might need to kind of work on a little bit more. But I mean sometimes I think that's the beauty of it too, like okay we don't really show our emotions, we're not that super emotional in front of strangers. Maybe that's the beauty of it. But sometimes I wish we could show our true feelings and emotions a little bit more. But in Britain I find a lot of British people similar too. Anyway, so let's go here. We go. Nice. Right. Ready? Here we go. So, again, I'm gonna go from here to here. Okay, only one go and then break them down one by one. Okay, let's go. 迷子のメイ。夏休みになりました。今日2人はおばあちゃんのお手伝いをしています。トウモロコシとキュウリとトマト。明日帰ってくるお母さんに新鮮な野菜を食べさせてあげるためです。だいぶ良くなったから2日だけお家に帰れるんだって。さつきもメイも嬉しくてたまらないという顔です。おばあちゃんもニコニコうなずきました。それじゃあどんどん食べて元気になってもらわないと。ばあちゃんの畑のものはお日様いっ ぱい浴びてるから体にいいんだよ。メイ、自分で取ったトウモロコシ開けようっと。Okay, so let's go. It's おばあちゃん。おばあちゃん is always so sweet. I wanna have this おばあちゃん。Sweet おばあちゃん。Of course, おばあちゃん from Kanta's neighbor's house. But this おばあちゃん is so lovely and so loving. It's like my dream おばあちゃん. I had my ownおばあちゃん was also wonderful too. She did everything for me. But yeah. If I think about my real おばあちゃん, of course I'll cry. So let's go. Okay, 迷子. Okay, 迷子のMay. It's just the title of this new chapter. So 迷子. I don't want to show you like a spoiler, but well, it's here. So 迷子. Okay, so lost or missing child. 迷子. 迷子のMay. The missing child. May. Oh, spoiler. And let's go. 夏休みになりました。Okay, 夏休み。夏、of course, summer. 夏。休み。休み。break. Holiday, rest, vacation. 夏休み so summer break, summer holiday, summer vacation, 夏休み。夏休みになりました。now になる isn't it? なる to be, to become, なる、なりました must form, but past tense. なりました became what? 夏休み okay? So it became 夏休み okay? So of course talking about the summer break is here okay? Normally it starts towards the end of July in Japan and ends at the end of August. It's not very it's not very long. I know, it's just like a month and a little bit. So imagine, so I guess it's late, pretty much the end of July. 夏休みになりました。今日、today, 今日、二人は、the girls, the two は、so subject は、おばあちゃん。おばあちゃんのお手伝い。おばあちゃん。Okay, おばあちゃん right here のお手伝い。Let's break it down. From 手伝う。手伝う。We had this before. 手伝う to help, to assist somebody, to give them a hand. Okay. 手伝い is the noun version of it. Okay. Because if you think about it, 手伝う. If you were to make the ます,ます form 手伝います isn't it? 手伝います。手伝い is the ます stem. ます stem, as I said, often becomes the noun of it. Okay, not every time, but oftentimes that's what happens. So 手伝い, it's from 手伝う. Okay, it's a noun. And of course we can say 手伝い. 手伝い noun をする or 手伝いする is also fine too. You could create a verb like this, or you can go straight to 手伝う is also fine too. You can do both. But in this case, I wanted to do this. So, おばあちゃんのお手伝い. Okay? So, if you use a noun form like this, I use the O for beautification. おばあちゃんの手伝い is also fine too, but I just want to make it a little bit more. I want to sweeten a little bit. So, おばあちゃんのお手伝い. Okay. おばあちゃんの。So I can do this. So now no. Soおばあちゃん's お手伝い。おばあちゃん's help. おばあちゃん's assistance. Then I can, use this part, like now. So をする、する、手フォームして、している、present continuous. Action happening now, they're helping. They're helping the おばあちゃん. おばあちゃん's, おばあちゃん's work. Okay? おばあちゃんのお手伝いをしています。Of course, you could paraphrase it like 今日二人はおばあちゃんを手伝っています is also fine too. You can say that. おばあちゃんを手伝っています。Nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of nice to do this. おばあちゃんのお手伝い。Okay? おばあちゃんのお手伝い。And use this part as a chunk. And treat it, as one noun. And をする. So doing this. Okay? So they are, helping. They're helping おばあちゃん, in her 畑, in her farm. See, in the listing, what vegetables they got here. トウモロコシとキュウリとトマト and it goes on. トウモロコシ。トウモロコシ。corn, of course, sweet corn normally. And キュウリ。cucumber. And tomatoes. Tomatoes or tomatoes. Of course, I can do both. And this is, I can do both. Aubergines or eggplants. Okay. Let's see. Tomato. So the just listing, some vegetables here, that can be harvested in おばあちゃん's 畑, おばあちゃん's farm. Why are they doing it? And the reason is here. 明日帰ってくる. I didn't read it. Sorry. Did I? Oh, no, I did. I did read it out. I didn't go slow. Okay, one second. 明日帰ってくるお母さんに新鮮な野菜を食べさせてあげるためです。Okay. So here's the reason. 明日帰ってくるお母さん. Okay, so here we go. You see verb, noun combo, and お母さん. With more information attached. Verb, noun together here and any other information right before that. So 明日帰ってくるお母さん. お母さん who is coming back 明日 tomorrow. So you treat this part as one thing. Okay, treat it as one block or chunk. And somebody に why? It's right here. Gifting verb is coming up later. That's why. Somebody に verb 定フォームあげる. Somebody に verb 定フォームあげる. To do something for somebody. Gifting verb. Here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out one of my past stream archives talking about giving and receiving, gifting verbs. It's there. With all the info you need. But here, of course, I can't spend too much time on this. So, the formula is somebody に verb 定フォームあげる to do something. あげる is to give something, but in this case combined with the 定フォーム. So, 食べさせる. Let me see. 食べる 食べる to eat, right? 食べさせる causative. Causative here. Let's see. I'll get back to that. 新鮮な adjective. 新鮮な野菜. Okay, 新鮮な野菜 vegetables. 新鮮な adjective. So fresh vegetables を食べる。Eat fresh vegetables? But they want to use させてあげる。Ooh. Dynamic. Okay, let's see. Because it's weird if you say 食べてあげる then you'll be eating it. No, 食べさせてあげる. Okay. Let's use. Yeah. Using causative. That's it. I need to get my causative. Okay. Causative. Mostly two things, Mostly. I say mostly. I'm not like, I don't want to define it. When I talk about causative, it's normally the two things we have to think about. One is like making somebody do something or letting somebody do something, forcing somebody to do something or permission. In this case, it's not like they're not gonna make the mom eat by force, right? That's weird. Okay. It's more like, I know it's weird to say permission, but letting somebody do something, because this could be taken as more like an offer as well. Even though I say permission here, you have to kind of be more, creative about it. Okay. Of course, it's often used as permission in this case, or if it's about like forcing somebody to do something, that's also common too. But of course, that's they're not gonna force the mom to eat the vegetables. But okay, so then the second meaning, more like permission, but more like, okay, you could see this as more like an offer, letting her eat something, because the mom, their mother is stuck in the hospital, and then she's not able to just hang out with them freely. So of course, treating her with a nice a nice meal, or just like giving her fresh vegetables, so nice. Let's see the formula wise. Can you see this here, right here? Yeah, important to think about which verb group it belongs to. And luckily, 食べる is super easy. 食べる、る verb. Listing, some examples here too. Stem plus させる, so 食べさせる. It's right here. 食べさせる. But the causative form itself doesn't really determine the meaning. So you have to understand, what the context is about. Okay, so 食べさせる. They're not gonna force her, force her into anything. Okay, that's weird. So it's more like a permission, but I know it's weird to say, let her eat. But more like, they're offering the food. They want to, gift the food. That's also fine. So let's see. So 食べさせて, and if you see like okay. If you look at this example, okay, these examples, let's see. Something very similar, but of course, in this case, I'm talking about Yuffie, my cat, so not a person, but Yuffie に, so somebody に, 好きなおやつ, like a treat. She's obsessed with a treat called churu. Churu. Every Japanese cat loves churu. So that's her 好きなおやつ, her favorite treat. Or the treat she likes. ユフィに好きなおやつを食べさせる. In this case, of course, Yuffie is my pet, my cat. Well, she's actually more like she controls me too. ユフィに好きなおやつを食べさせる。Of course, out of love, I let Yuffie eat the treats or treats she likes, right? Very similar, even though, お母さん is not a, cat or anything. Very similar, feel. In this case, if you change Yuffie, the cat to, let's say, the お母さん, it's weird to say, oh, I let my mom eat, the treats. It's weird, but it's more like, you're offering. Okay. Very similar. Okay, so that's that. I'll get back to causative later too. See, what is my... Okay, we go. And then that one is combined with... One sec, I have so many files in front of me. Okay, so 食べさせ, you understood 食べさせる now. Okay, causative, but the second meaning, but more like offering somebody in this case. And 食べさせる, now change to 食べさせて because I want to combine with あげる to do something for somebody. So させてあげる works really well together. Especially you're doing something for somebody. Even though させる, 食べさせる, causative, permission. In this case, if you say させてあげる, you're doing it for that person. It's more like an offer. Okay, so that's how I see it. So this is why, and they're picking, vegetables in おばあちゃん's garden as they, of course, they're also helping おばあちゃん too. 明日帰ってくるお母さんに、so somebody に verb 定フォームあげる、新鮮な野菜を食べさせてあげるためです。ため、for the purpose of, like offering, or, letting her eat, fresh vegetables. Of course, letting her eat is weird, but like, more like, giving her is also fine too. Giving her, and enjoy, fresh vegetables. Okay. 明日帰ってくるお母さん。So nice. Okay. They must be so lonely, they must be missing, お母さん as well, they're so young to be away from, お母さん. So they're extra sweet when it comes to, their mom. And this is Satsuki saying, だいぶ良くなったから2日だけお家に帰れるんだって。Okay, so だいぶ、だいぶ良くなった。だいぶ、of course I wrote it with ひらがな or kanji, it doesn't matter, both are fine. だいぶ良くなった。だいぶ like a lot, much, to a like greater extent. 良くなった is from E. E. Yeah, good. Good. E. Adverb. Be careful. The sound changes. よく。いい。E adjective. Very, this is like, is an irregular E adjective. よく. Adverb. Okay. なった。なる to be. Okay. なる, なった past tense, isn't it? And you have to have an adverb before that. So, 良くなった. She got better. Okay. Or let's say she got better. She got better. She got better. She got better. Okay, I said it in 3 ways. Happy now? だいぶ良くなったから so she got she got so much better. So 2日だけ2日だけ only for 2 days お家に帰れるねお家に帰る 帰れる。そう、帰る。Be careful. It's an exception. 帰る。It's one of the exceptions. Even though it has る or 得る, it's not a る verb, but it's an う verb. 帰る。帰れる。not 帰られる but 帰れる。potential. Okay. She can go home. お家に帰る。お家に帰ると go home. 家に帰る。家に帰る is fine too. Beautification. To make it sound a little fancy. She can come back home for just 2 days. Even just for 2 days. Of course, they want to do what they can do, to treat her. お家に帰れる。帰れるんだって。帰れるんだ。帰れるんだって。帰れるんだって。She heard it from somebody. Okay, she heard that, お母さん, the mom got better, much better. So, she can come back home and stay there for just for 2 days. Okay. She doesn't know this information firsthand. She heard it from, of course, お父さん。だって、帰れるんだって。If I want to elaborate a bit, 帰れると、聞いた。It's also fine too. I heard that, she can come home, blah, blah, blah. That's also fine too. 帰れるんだって。But this is not first-hand information. Second-hand. From, she heard it from her dad. Of course, the girls get super excited and happy, right? So, さつきもめいも嬉しくてたまらないという顔です。さつきもめいも、さつきもめいも、nowも、so both of them. Both さつき and めい。嬉しくてたまらない。たまらない。super duper happy. So happy. 嬉しくてたまらない。という顔 faces. So faces, toいう顔, so describing the face, how they look. So the face look like they're so happy. They look so happy. 嬉しくてたまらないという顔です。The face that is saying something like this. Okay, so I know it's strange to translate. It doesn't translate well, so I would say, they look, even though it says cow, but they look super happy about it. Okay, that's how I translate it. Okay, and おばあちゃんも、おばあちゃん also ニコニコ、ニコニコ、smiley face ニコニコ、ニコニコうなずきました。ね、うなずく。Here. うなずく。Not headbanging. うなずく to nod. ニコニコうなずく。うなずき。うなずきます。Muscle form うなずきました。Past of that. So she, おばあちゃん also nodded. With a smile. And what did she say? So this is おばあちゃん's voice. Okay, so let's see. それじゃあそれじゃあどんどん食べて元気になってもらわないとI can do so many different voices. I'm trying to do that. Maybe you can tell. それじゃあ So when I explain, I don't want to do the voice. It's hard to do it. それじゃあ、then、どんどん食べて。So it's more like, to eat a lot. So 食べる to eat. どんどん食べる like to eat a lot, in a large amount in this case. 元気になってもらわないと。So 元気、originally an adjective. I mean, it could be a noun too. 元気 is an adjective, but in this case, you want to use なる。To be, to become. In this case, it's changed to なって。てもらう is because もらう is coming. That's why it's changed to てなって。But なる to become. Then you need an adverb here. So then changing 元気な元気に adverb. Okay? 元気に. So 元気になる to be 元気. To be well. To recover, basically. So どんどん食べて。そうだね。どんどん食べて。Okay. どんどん食べて。元気になってもらわないと。Okay, so let's see. 元気になる。to be well, to be 元気。てもらう。gifting verb again. But this is more like somebody doing something for you. Of course, especially, they want, お母さん to be well again, right? She's in the hospital, and of course, everyone, wants お母さん to be healthy again. That's why they moved to the new house, and they are going to a new school and everything. I mean, Satsuki's going to a new school. May's not. Let's see. So 手もらうお母さんね。So who's going to be 元気？お母さん isn't it? お母さんに is missing here, but of course it's easy to guess what this is. So お母さんに元気になってもらわないと、ね、手もらう doing something for somebody else in this case. I mean お母さん doing that for them. Okay? なって手もらうもらわないとないといけない、okay? ないといけないもらわないといけない have to. So she's got to, she's got to get better, she's gotta eat, and get better for you girls. どんどん食べて元気になって、ね、なってもらう somebody else doing something for you. Of course, that's お母さん、being 元気 for them in this case. Okay? なってもらわないといけない。ないといけない。She's got to. Okay? So お母さん。It has to eat a lot and then get better, for you, for you girls. ばあちゃんの畑のものはお日様いっぱい浴びてるから体にいいんだよ。So ばあちゃんの、so cute that おばあちゃん calls herself ばあちゃん。So her first person singular is always ばあちゃん. That's good. She doesn't say わし or 私 or anything. She says ばあちゃん. Okay. ばあちゃんの畑のものは okay. So ばあちゃんの畑. So ばあちゃん's farm のもの. もの stuff. But in this case talking about like the vegetables. They're growing. So 畑のもの、ばあちゃんの畑のもの、ね、So of course, the stuff from ばあちゃん's farm, so vegetables, grown in ばあちゃん's farm. お日様いっぱい浴びてるからお日様 お日様 is a cute way to say the sun. Okay? Of course, it's 太陽 normally. 太陽を浴びる but お日様. It's kind of cute way to say. Especially,おばあちゃん's talking to, May. And Satsuki, of course, but May is small. May is a little girl. So maybe May doesn't know the word 太陽. But お日様 is a very kind of elementary word, that everyone knows, even a little kid knows, what お日様 is. So おばあちゃん says お日様 here instead of saying 太陽. お日様 the sun. Let's see. Okay. お日様いっぱい浴びてるから。Okay. So of course お日様をいっぱいいっぱいいっぱい a lot. Okay. 浴びてる from 浴びるNormally, 浴びる is like, I say, here is, I said to shower, but シャワーを浴びる it needs to be シャワーを浴びる something を浴びる of course, in modern days, you will say シャワーを浴びる to take a shower, but to bathe, more like back in the day. If you say 水を浴びる 水を浴びる to take like kind of water, like cold water, bath. That's 水を浴びる or like splash yourself and cover yourself with water. That's 水を浴びる So imagine that. So お日様を浴びる Okay. To bask in the sun or to bask in the sun. I'm saying it in two ways. Because of your preferences. お日様を浴びる Okay. Of course, to be soaked in the sun. Okay. お日様を浴びる Okay, so おばあちゃん's festivals get a lot of sunlight. Okay. お日様いっぱい浴びてるから体にいいんだよ。お日様 of course お日様をいっぱい浴びてるから、浴びているから、浴びる浴びて form ているてい dropped out present continuous. In this case it's more like they have been. Okay, in English it's more like present perfect continuous, but in Japanese we don't have that grammar. We just put it together with the present continuous. So something has been going in this case. If you don't know, again, there's an archive for that too. You can check out how to use like the present, okay, the present tense forms, and that's there. お日様、ね、お日様いっぱい浴びてるから therefore, so 体にいい、ね、いい。体 the body, the body にいい、ね。It's good for the body. It's good for your health. Okay. 体にいいんだよ。ね、いい good. 体にいい good for the body. Okay. だ informal way and also explaining what it is. Okay. ばあちゃん 's vegetables are good for you. Because they get soaked in the sunlight. They get a lot of the sunlight. And so it's good for you. It's healthy for your health. It's good for your health. And then May says, May calls herself May as well. That's so cute too. May, 自分で取ったトウモロコシあげようと。Okay, so May, of course May は自分で取ったトウモロコシ。Of course I didn't intentionally use kanji because she's a little girl. She doesn't know kanji. Maybe she knows like super basic like kanji, like ki and mori maybe, but super limited. She's still not in school. 自分で by myself 取ったトウモロコシ again verb noun combo. So トウモロコシ right here, the corn, like sweet corn in this case. トウモロコシ instead of just saying トウモロコシあげよう I'll give her トウモロコシ But she wants to say 自分で取ったトウモロコシ、ね、トウモロコシ that I got by myself. It's got to be done by me. Okay? 自分で取ったトウモロコシ。Of course, トウモロコシ O is not okay. O is not written, but it's fine. She's a little girl, and it's often omitted. It's often taken out. トウモロコシをあげる to give something. あげる、あげよう volitional. あげよう、ね、I will give. I'll give this to her. あげようと、ね、あげようと。It's more like あげようと思う。I think that I will give, 自分で取ったトウモロコシ。I think I'll give her, the トウモロコシ I got from the farm. Such a sweet girl. かわいい。ね、あげようと、ね、あげようと、ね、あげようと思う。It's not written here, but that's what she's trying to say. Yeah. Oh, something happens here. Let me just have a sip of tea. ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと喉が渇いた。よし。Let's go. Again, I read it from here to the end here. Okay. そこへカンタが電報を持って走ってきました。それはお母さんがいる七国山病院からでした。お母さんに何かあったんだわ。お父さんに知らせなきゃ。さつきはカンタについて行って電話を借りに行きました。トウモロコシを抱えたままメイもさつきたちを追いかけます。大学に電話をするとお父さんは言いました。わかった。すぐ病院に電話してみるよ。そしたら様子を教えてあげるからそこで待たせてもらいなさい。お母さん、どうしちゃったんだろう。大丈夫かな。さつきはドキドキしながらお父さんからの電話を待ちました。They're having a happy time here. And like, what's going on? Let's see. そこへ、カンタが電報を持って走ってきました。そこへ、そこ This. Okay, they were just having a good time. そこへ、so to that. To that place. Of course, there. カンタが What did he do? 電報を持って走ってきました。電報。They don't have like Apple, message or emails, anything. 電報。Old school. Telegram. I'm not talking about the app. 電報。Hardcore. It's paper. It's on the paper. Okay. 電報。電報を持って。He had it in hand. He had 電報。in one hand. 電報を持って走ってきました。走る to run 走ってくるてくる走る running and 来る towards her, right? So Kanta, okay, came running with the tempo. What happened? それはそれThat's 電報。それはお母さんがいる 七国山病院からでした。Okay, so let's see. Again. お母さんがいる七国山病院。Treat this as one thing. Okay? 七国山病院 is the name of the hospital. You don't have to know what this is. 七国山病院 it's just the name. Okay? 七国山病院 Instead of just saying 七国山病院からでした。Again, verb noun combo to explain a little bit more about the noun. So, verb, noun. お母さんがいる七国山病院。So, 七国山病院 where? お母さん is staying. Okay? から from でした。So, the 電報 the telegram was from the hospital where お母さん is staying. Oh, I hope お母さん is okay. Of course, Satsuki gets worried. It's a little bit sad because they were so excited about, お母さん coming back home. But then, something else happens. お母さんに何かあったんだわ。お父さんに知らせなきゃ。お母さんに to お母さん何か something 何かあったんだわ。She's just speculating. Something happened to my mom. ね、I guess something happened to my mom. お母さんに to お母さん in this case 何か something 何かあった、ある to be、something more like ある to be but more like something happens、何かあったあるあった past tense something happened、something happened to お母さんあったんだわ。explaining but she's like kind of telling herself that, oh, maybe something happened to my mom. What makes it very feminine? お母さんに何かあったんだ。ね、あったんだわ。But she's still speculating. She's not 100% sure. お父さんに知らせなきゃ。知らせる to let somebody know.To inform somebody. Okay. 知らせる。Who? Somebody に知らせる。Okay. Letting お父さん know about, this telegram. Because in the movie it shows what's written, but Satsuki didn't fully understand. But Satsuki only understood that the hospital needed somebody to call them. Okay. This telegram is written in katakana. So it's actually pretty hard to read. So, お父さんに知らせる to let him know in this case. お父さんに So this is not all, okay? It just comes with it. Okay. お父さんに、and of course, 電報のことを、ね、about、the telegram、知らせなきゃ知らせる、to inform 知らせなきゃいけない知らせないといけない so I've got to let him know about this. There's no more mobile phones back in the day. So, of course, she has to borrow, a phone. Okay, so that's what happens here. So, さつきはカンタについていって電話を借りに行きました。Okay, so さつきは、so subject はカンタについていってついていく。to follow. To follow somebody. ついていく、ついていって and電話、フォンを借りに行きました。そう、借りる to rent or to borrow. 借りる。ますステムに行く。借りる、借ります。借りに行く。to go somewhere to do something. So she went to borrow what? 電話 like a telephone. So they were running to the phone. And this is May. トウモロコシを抱えたまま、メイもサツキたちを追いかけます。トウモロコシ Oh, like a little thing that I forgot to mention. May has trouble pronouncing トウモロコシ Okay. In the movie, she keeps saying トウモコロシ, トウモコロシ. She mispronounces it over and over, but that's cute. So in the movie, she doesn't say トウモロコシ because she has trouble pronouncing it. And she actually mispronounces some other things too, which I'm not going to talk about right now. But it's funny. She does it, well, they intentionally kept these things to make her more like sound innocent and cute, and she's still like she's very young. She doesn't really know. She's not in school yet, so like Miyazaki-san actually make her say トウモコロシ instead of トウモロコシ, which is so cute. Anyway, little trivia there. Okay, so I'm gonna say it right. So トウモロコシ I know it's not easy to say, I guess. トウモロコシを抱えたままメイもサツキたちを追いかけます。Okay, so トウモロコシを抱えたまま、そう抱える、to hold. Okay, see, 抱える like this. 抱えたまま、抱える、抱えたまま。まま。Okay. Let's see. This. Okay. Mama. Something's happening at the same time, basically, but a continuation of unchanged state or situation. Okay. So that's why this one, 抱えたまま、抱える, but past tense, 抱えたまま uses た because of this. You need a た form, past tense, plus まま. Okay, it's most commonly used like this. So some examples. 電気をつけたまま、ね、電気をつけたまま寝た。ね、I went to bed with the lights on. つけたまま。It's not つけながら。We don't say that. つけたまま。電気をつける。電気をつける to turn the light on. And if you don't turn it off, it stays on, right? But it shouldn't be. Okay? So, of course, maybe you were tired or something and then you just fell asleep. Okay? So then in that case, you'll be using this つけたまま. So, 電気をつけたまま, this condition or the state, don't really match with this, this action, 寝る. Because normally you're supposed to turn them off, right? So, 靴を履いたまま、shoes, 靴を履く to wear shoes, 履いたまま, so while, having the shoes on, 家に入った. Okay, if you do this in Japan, oh my gosh, you'll be punished. Well, and maybe in Germany too, like when I was in Germany, I always took my shoes off. And then with my flatmates, always took their shoes off too. So very similar to, to Japan. 靴を履いたまま家に入った。ね、家に入る to go inside a house. Normally we take the shoes off. So, 靴を履いたまま, this state, will sound weird with this, action. So, this is the major difference between like nagara, while doing something. So like maybe 音楽を聴きながら運動する. They're not weird together. While listening to music, I exercise. Okay, that's not weird together, so that's fine. You can't use mama though, because these two actions actually work. But mama, this state, continues. So, let me see. Yeah, so I got it here. Sub actions right here. Here should sound something strange or unusual to be combined with the main action. That's what I was talking about. Okay, because let me see. Well, sometimes I see Yuffie doing this too. So Yuffie, my cat. Yuffie は目を開けたまま。so 目を開ける to open her eyes, right? 目を開けたまま。that state, continues. And 寝ている。Yuffie is sleeping with her, sorry, eyes should be eyes open. Sorry, typo. Well, maybe it could be just one eye too. like one eye closed, one eye open. And パジャマを着たまま。ね、パジャマを着る to wear, pajamas. 着たまま. If you just keep that on and then, go into the supermarket, that's weird. I mean, maybe some people do that. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I do. Okay, so that's mama. So トウモロコシをトウモコロシトウモロコシ Am I saying it right? トウモロコシを抱えたまま So 抱える to hold something and 抱えたまま Okay? Because, while holding holding a sweet corn, you don't run, right? Like it's weird, right? So that's why it's using mama in the text. Okay? So that's that. Okay. Go back to the main text. Okay, so where am I now? Yeah, トウモロコシを抱えたまま、メイもね、メイ also サツキたちをね、サツキたち of course these two を追いかけます、ね、追いかける、to chase, or to go after somebody, 追いかけます、because like you don't want to have anything, you don't want to hold, トウモロコシ while running, right? Because that will slow them down. So that's why it's using mama here. And then, of course, Satsuki get to the denwa. Back in the day, it looked like this. It's really cool. I kind of like it more than like having an iPhone. I wanna have this instead of a smartphone. 大学に電話をするとお父さんは言いました。Okay? 大学に電話をする。Who did that? Of course, さつき。さつきが大学に電話をすると、大学 university に電話をする to call the university. University. 電話をすると、this action happens then. And お父さん、the dad は言いました。お父さん said this. Okay? And what did he say? わかった。Sure. He's always, cool. And he's really calm and collected. わかった。Sure. すぐ病院に電話してみるよ。電話をする takes に somebody に or place に電話をする。Okay? 病院に hospital に電話する to call the hospital すぐ immediately してみる try doing something. Okay? I'll try calling the hospital immediately. そしたらafter doing that after calling the hospital、様子を教えてあげるから、そしたらonce I do this、様子 situation condition situation、or what's happening 様子を教えてあげる again 手あげる doing something for somebody、gifting verb 教える two things to tell somebody or to teach in this case tell ですね、手あげる I will let you know I will tell you、から so therefore そこで there、待たせてもらいなさい okay this is really hard okay 待たせてもらいなさい because it's like it's really short but it's multi layered okay so let's see 待たせてもらう okay so 待つ obviously 待つ to wait isn't it、待たせてもらう obviously has the てもらう gifting verb isn't it but it has 待たせる待たせる待たせる待たせる sounds familiar let's see okay again another causative here 待たせる待つ待つ待つ verb 待つ待たない stem negative stem 待つ待たない待た待た待たせる causative、待たせる待たせる without the context it's either forcing or letting somebody do something but in this case not forcing but permission、待たせる待たせる待たせる待たせてもらう but it's combined with 待たせてもらうso 待たせる so let somebody wait but 手もらう combined with もらう that's why it's a little bit complex 手もらう so 待たせる causative 待たせる causative but in this case permission causative let you wait let me wait 待たせてもらう手もらう okay so if you think let me see it's easier with okay let's see so さつき is not at home, right? From Satsuki's point of view, this is neighbor's house with the access to the phone, okay? But at home, she doesn't have a phone. That's why she had to come, with Kanta to use the phone, right? And so, she actually wants to use the phone again because she has to wait, until, Otosan calls her again. So, 待たせてもらう. So if you think about 待たせる, okay, if you look at 待たせる, that was causative, right? 待たせる, let somebody, wait. 待たせる待たせる Okay, let's use like Kanta. Kanta, of course, Kanta has お母さん, with him too, in the house too. おばあちゃん is out in the farm. So, from Kanta and Kanta's house's point of view, if they use 待たせるas permission, they will let Satsuki wait. Okay, you get that part? Okay. 待たせる Satsuki を待たせる Okay, 待たせる but not causative but not, force. But if you say 待たせる as permission from Kanta and Kanta's house's point of view, 待たせる let Satsuki wait. Right? So 待たせて てあげる from Kanta. Well, let's just use Kanta. So Kanta's point of view. 待たせてあげる will be like Kanta. Okay. Kanta は、let her wait. Of course, because you want to use the phone again. Okay. And 手あげる Kanta is doing that permission, giving that permission for her, because she really wants to use the phone again. Okay. So 待たせてあげる. But from Satsuki's point of view, 待たせてもらう. Okay. 待たせてもらう. Because she's receiving an action. Okay. She's receiving the permission. I know it's strange to say. It doesn't really translate well, but you have to understand how the directions work here. Okay. So that's where 待たせてもらう comes from. Okay. And もらう must stem なさい. Imperative. But slightly, of course, imperative, but it's not very aggressive imperative. It's more like nasai is used by like parents, or like maybe elementary school teachers, telling children or younger people, do this, but more like in a kind of in a better way, not very aggressive or controlling. Okay. So that's why もらいなさい. So basically the dad, お父さん is telling her, to stay there. Stay there and or like ask them, if it's okay to stay there. That's what it is. I know if I translate that to English, translate this to English directly, it doesn't work. But the nuance wise is like, just ask them if it's okay. Ask the people in the house if it's okay for you to stay in the house a little bit longer. That's the nuance. Okay. And of course, Satsuki thinking in her mind, お母さんどうしちゃったんだろう大丈夫かなどうしちゃったんだろうね What happened to her ねだろう She's speculating or guessing like what has happened to her? I wonder 大丈夫かな Is she okay? さつきはドキドキしながら This one ながら is fine because the two actions they match ドキドキしながらお父さんからの電話を待ちました、さつきはドキドキしながらドキドキする toドキドキする like your heart is beating fast because either you're excited or nervous. In this case nervous, isn't it? So ドキドキしながら so while being nervous or nervously お父さんからの電話お父さんからの電話ね電話a phone call from whom お父さんからねお父さんからの電話 it needs to be connected like this okay it's not お父さんの電話お父さんの電話 will be like dad's phone like the phone itself but it's more like お父さんから from from her dad okay and it needs to be connected with no お父さんからの電話を待ちましたSo she waited 待ちました待ちました She waited for a call from お父さん okay yeah that's it for now because of course I can't do that much okay Whew, that was long let's see okay So thirsty now. I'm talking too much. ちょっと待って。喉が渇いた。よし。よし。Let me have a look. ちょっと待ってね。Okay. Let me check. I'll check the chat right now. One sec. I might not be able to go through everything because, it's getting I get a bit too long for me. So, let's see. Where did I finish? Okay, let me see. Where did I stop? Rusty's here. Konnichiwa. Yeah, I read all this and bottle of water. Mayuri, you're here, and konnichiwa. Cunning Stance, you're here. Hi, everyone. Oh, crikey, you're here. Good. Sorry for getting back to you guys late. I had to go through. Otherwise, it was gonna take too long. If I'm reading, if I take the time to read the chat, it takes too long. So I had to kind of go through all in one go. And let's see, Kuma Nihon, you're here. Howdy. Artie, I actually stopped playing like this kind of learning type games because I keep finding mistakes. So I'm not like a game tester, I don't give like a free reviews. So that's why right now I just only want to play established games and just show you what you can learn from already made games, not for like learners. They're not designed for learners, but I try to pick easy text, I try to pick something that's more accessible for learners, and I actually avoid playing learning learn Japanese type games because I kind of felt I was being used. I'm not gonna say what it is, but almost like they wanted professional teachers to just test it, and I'm not talking about this particular game, but this is actually the reason why I don't really play them in my streams anymore. Because of course I don't expect them to be perfect, but I'm not like a bug tester, so that's why I don't really play educational games on my streams anymore. But instead I play just more like Nintendo games or maybe cozy games, so you can actually pick up more natural Japanese instead of learning something that sounds a little bit too contrived, for me. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. I mean, there's nothing wrong with learning through games, learn Japanese type games. But I don't know. Right now, I want to kind of avoid them for now because I keep finding a lot of errors, and I'm not there to fix them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, they need to hire proofreaders, and they need to start paying people to do that, and then it shouldn't be doing that for free. Anyway, Pippin, 美味しくなかった? Let's see. Kelsey, you're here. I hope you still watched most of it. Let's see. Let me see. Pippin, I think I'm quoting something. I would use the same tense the person would use. Maybe it should be 今回先生がお茶を飲んだ時は美味しいって美味しいって言わなかったってこと？お茶を飲んだ時は美味しいって。Because my mic was muted. That's why. Yeah, that's why you didn't hear me. Let's see. Elena likes likes about Japanese culture that you don't have to explain why you don't do something or don't go somewhere. Right. Good and bad, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. The tea didn't taste good. Yeah, Kuma and Pippin. Yeah, my mic was muted. That's why I didn't say oishi. Yeah, because I didn't want to make some weird noises. slurp. Ooh, gross. Anyway. No, you don't have to feel bad, Pippin. It's fine. Like, you can practice, as much as possible here. Let's see. Elena, it's funny to play with accents. Yeah, right. I love accents. Yes. まあゆり、仕事の準備しなきゃいけないけどかな。ストリームありがとう。You're welcome. まあゆり、good that you're here. And have you're here very early today, have you? And Zaito says some Germans actually wear shoes inside. Oh, okay. In Russia, you definitely take off the shoes. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. It's interesting. I wonder, which countries have the same, tradition as Japan, Russia and some German cities, and in Britain, the place I used to live in. And we took our shoes off, even though like my friends kept coming in with shoes on. And then, I had to keep telling them, hey, shoes off. 靴脱いでって。Anyway, that's interesting. And Alexander, let me see. Alexander says, I might have said it before, but thank you for the detailed explanations. You're welcome. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I need to elaborate a little bit more in case you're watching this again later or something, and refresh some of the like grammar information here and there. I know, of course, it's hard to cover everything, but I have to say that I've covered, I would say, more than 80% of what you are supposed to know to understand like entertainment, Japanese in like entertainment, like reading manga, anime, and then maybe simple video games. I've pretty much explained like maybe 80% of things. So if you go back to my past streams, you will learn a lot. Okay. Anyway, so ありがとう。It's been a long stream today. ありがとうね。So I will, what I'm gonna do is I will try, tidying up the notes on the right hand side. I make a PDF file, vocab file for you to download. But as I explained before, this piece of text, this text file and with images, not gonna be, it's not gonna be available for now. But feel free to take screenshots. But I will, publish it for everyone to, practice and enjoy much later once I'm done with it. Okay. Anyway, guys, I've gotta go. ありがとうね。そう。じゃあ、行くよ。Do you want to say goodbye before I disappear? 行く？もういいかな？帰っていい？Elena says ありがとうございました。どういたしまして。You're very welcome. Thank you for staying, till the end. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe you feel sleepy. I don't know. I hope you learned a lot today. Okay. And Henry says, ありがとうまたね。ありがとうまたね。And Zaito, thank you for the stream. Thank you, Zaito, for coming here every single time. I love it. Everyone be like Zaito. Patrick, ライブしてくれてありがとう。またね。You're welcome. どういたしまして。じゃあまたね。じゃあ行こうか。And who else is here? SM? Goodbye. Bye. Alexander, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Alexander. And I've got to go, okay? じゃあまたね。See you at the weekend. I will schedule another stream, maybe hopefully like playing like a cozy game, maybe, just to chill out. And then, just talk about some fun things. I don't know. I can't be specific right now. But Keizo says, いつもありがとう。You're welcome. いいよ。大丈夫だよ。じゃあどういたしまして。じゃあまたね。Time for me to go. じゃあまたね。ありがとうね。ありがとう。